Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, nothing seems to go right? As if an invisible force is blocking your opportunities and holding back your progress? Believe it or not, certain objects, habits, and even thoughts might be draining your energy and keeping abundance away without you even realizing it. Everything around us carries energy. If that energy is blocked, your life will also feel stuck. But here's the good news. There is a quick and powerful way to reverse this. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to eliminate to unlock your prosperity. Pay close attention because what you are about to discover could change your life forever. Science and spirituality both agree that our surroundings influence us deeply. Our thoughts, emotions, the words we use, and even the objects in our home carry a vibration that can either push us forward or hold us back. Have you ever noticed how certain places feel heavy, as if they are sucking your energy? Or how some people leave you exhausted after a conversation? This happens because we are constantly exchanging vibrations with everything and everyone around us. Many people don't realize that some objects accumulate stagnant energy and act as invisible anchors in their lives. They tie you to the past, reinforce scarcity patterns, and prevent new opportunities from coming your way. When I discovered this, everything changed. I started getting rid of things that carried bad memories, and suddenly, doors began to open. Unexpected invitations, money coming in from sources I never imagined, relationships that felt stuck started to flow. It was as if I had cleared an invisible space within me and around me. This isn't superstition, it's psychology. Studies have shown that our brains deeply process symbols and associations. Holding on to objects linked to difficult moments or people who are no longer part of your life keeps you emotionally tied to that energy. Now take a deep breath. Think about your home. Are there things in your space that still carry memories you'd rather forget? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the key energetic blocks that might be holding you back. And once you get rid of them, you will feel an immediate relief, as if a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. 1. Clothes you no longer wear. If you open your closet and see clothes you haven't worn in years, know that they might be holding on to old versions of yourself, versions that no longer make sense in your current life. The clothes you wear represent your identity. When you keep clothes that no longer reflect who you are or who you want to become, you're unconsciously signaling that you're still stuck in the past. Think about it. Do you have clothes that remind you of difficult times? Pieces you used to wear at a job you hated? Something that belonged to a relationship that's over? Every single one of those items carries emotional baggage that might be blocking new experiences. I remember someone who kept at the back of his closet the suit he wore on the day of his divorce. He said he would never wear it again, but he just couldn't let it go. When he finally had the courage to donate it, something interesting happened. A week later, he met someone special and started a new relationship. That wasn't a coincidence. He eliminated an emotional anchor that was keeping him tied to the past and made space for something new. Our clothing is more than just fabric. It carries energy, emotions, and memories. A dress that reminds you of a failed relationship, a sweater associated with moments of sadness, or even a uniform from a job that drained your soul, these items do more than take up space in your closet. They act as subtle reminders of experiences that no longer serve you. Now imagine how it would feel to open your closet and only see clothes that inspire you, make you feel confident, and align with who you are today. It's a simple but powerful shift that can bring clarity and lightness to your life. Fashion and personal expression evolve over time. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, so why should your wardrobe reflect an outdated version of yourself? When you let go of clothing that no longer fits your life, you are making room for transformation, not just in your wardrobe, but in your mindset and energy. Now do a quick test. Go to your closet and choose 3 pieces of clothing you no longer wear. Hold them and ask yourself, does this piece represent the life I want to have? If the answer is no, thank it for its time in your life and let it go with gratitude. Donate it to someone who might need it. By doing this, you're telling the universe that you're ready to receive the new. Decluttering clothing is not just about making space. It's about making a statement to yourself that you are ready for new opportunities. When you remove the old stagnant energy from your wardrobe, you invite in fresh, vibrant energy that aligns with your present and future self. 2. Broken or unused objects. Every broken or abandoned object in your home represents something that isn't working in your life. It could be a stopped clock, a chair with a loose leg, or a phone with a cracked screen that you insist on keeping. What do all these things have in common? They symbolize things that aren't flowing. Think about the items in your home that are damaged. Have you ever found yourself holding on to something broken simply because it once had value? A watch that no longer ticks, a lamp with a missing piece, or a chipped mug you still use every morning? These objects may seem harmless, but energetically, they symbolize unresolved issues and stagnation. I once met a woman who kept a cracked mirror that had belonged to her grandmother. To her, it was a keepsake, but interestingly, her life was filled with cracked relationships and missed opportunities. The day she decided to let go of the mirror, a client who had disappeared for months suddenly reached out with a major business proposal. It was as if removing the mirror also removed the block in her energy flow. Another example is a man who held on to an old broken chair from his childhood home. It was uncomfortable, wobbly, and practically unusable, but he refused to part with it. One day, after much hesitation, he finally got rid of it. Almost immediately, he started to feel a sense of relief, as if something had shifted. Shortly after, he received a long-awaited job offer. If something is broken and you can't or don't want to fix it, get rid of it. Holding on to damaged items means clinging to the idea that things must stay as they are, even when they no longer serve a purpose. This mindset can affect your personal growth and ability to move forward. Now take a look around you. Do you have any broken objects you've been putting off throwing away? Make it a priority to remove them from your space. The next item may be right under your feet at this very moment, and you may not even realize the impact it's having. 3. Dirty or worn-out shoes. The path you walk in life is directly connected to the shoes you wear. If they are worn out, dirty, or in poor condition, they may be blocking your journey. Shoes absorb the energy of the places you walk through. Have you ever noticed how after a tiring day or a bad experience, your feet feel heavier? That happens because shoes carry all that accumulated vibration. In Eastern cultures, there is a simple but powerful ritual. Before entering the house, people always clean or change their shoes. This symbolizes leaving behind any negative energy acquired throughout the day. Keeping shoes that no longer fit, that are torn, or extremely worn out can represent financial struggles and continuous challenges on your path. I once met a businessman who always complained that his company wasn't growing. One day, someone suggested he take a look at the shoes he wore every day. He realized he was clinging to an old, worn-out pair because they were comfortable. When he finally decided to buy new ones and get rid of the old ones, his professional life started improving. Shoes are not just functional items. They symbolize our movement in life. If you are walking in shoes that are falling apart, think about what message that sends to the universe about how you treat yourself and your journey. Every step you take is influenced by the energy of what you are wearing on your feet. Imagine walking into an important meeting wearing ragged, dirty shoes. Even if no one else notices, you will subconsciously feel less confident. Your mindset and self-esteem are tied to how you present yourself. The same applies to everyday life. Worn-out shoes can hold on to past struggles, setbacks, and hardships. Holding on to them could mean holding on to those energies. A woman I knew once had a pair of sneakers that she had worn during one of the toughest years of her life. She had gone through a divorce, lost her job, and struggled with financial insecurity. She wore those sneakers every day during that difficult time. Years later, even when things were better, she still kept those shoes even though they were practically falling apart. One day after learning about the energy objects carry, she decided to let them go. She donated them and bought a new pair. That simple act felt like a symbolic release. She later described how she felt lighter, as if she had shed an invisible burden she didn't even know she was carrying. Another example comes from an athlete who was stuck in a cycle of injuries and setbacks. He kept wearing the same old training shoes, convinced they were lucky. But those shoes were tattered, worn out, and carried the energy of every failure and frustration he had experienced. After finally replacing them, his training improved significantly, and he even won a major competition shortly after. It was as if breaking free from the old pair allowed him to step into a new chapter of success. Want to test this for yourself? Grab a pair of shoes that are old, overly worn out, or connected to difficult times. Ask yourself, do these shoes represent the journey I want to be on? If not, it's time to let them go. If they are still in good condition, donate them. If they are beyond use, discard them with gratitude for the journey they've taken you on. Then invest in a new pair that represents the future you want to walk toward. Cleansing your shoes energetically can also be a transformative practice. If you have shoes that you don't want to get rid of, but feel they may carry stagnant energy, clean them thoroughly. Wash them, set them in sunlight for purification, and visualize them being cleared of past negativity. Infuse them with positive intention for the steps you will take moving forward. Your shoes should support you, not weigh you down. By removing the ones that no longer serve you, you make space for a fresh start, both physically and energetically. It's a small but significant shift that can impact your movement through life in ways you never imagined. 4. Objects of loved ones who have passed away. This may be the hardest part for many people. Keeping objects from loved ones who have passed is an understandable gesture, but are you keeping them out of love or attachment to the past? It's important to honor the memory of those we love, but holding on to too many objects can hinder your own growth. Without realizing it, you might be holding on to pain, grief, or emotional burdens that should have already been released. I met a man who kept all of his late father's clothes. He always said he would donate them one day, but he never could, until in a moment of deep reflection, he realized that he wasn't moving forward in his own life because he was stuck in the absence of his father. When he finally donated the clothes to a charity, he felt a sense of peace he hadn't experienced in years. Objects connected to loved ones hold powerful emotional imprints. While it is normal to cherish sentimental items, there is a fine line between remembrance and clinging to the past. If you find yourself unable to part with numerous items, ask yourself, is this helping me move forward, or is it keeping me anchored in my grief? Holding on to too many physical reminders may prevent you from fully embracing the present and future. A woman I knew kept an entire room filled with her late mother's belongings. She never touched them, as if time had stopped in that space. Over the years, she felt stuck, unable to make major life decisions. Finally, after encouragement from a close friend, she went through the items, kept a few meaningful pieces, and donated the rest. The change was profound. She felt free, like she had finally allowed herself to move forward while still holding on to the love and memory of her mother in her heart. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. You can keep 1 or 2 items that hold deep significance while releasing the excess. A single photograph, a cherished piece of jewelry, or a meaningful handwritten letter can serve as a powerful connection without overwhelming your space with stagnant energy. Another practice is to transform an item into something new. If you have a loved one's old shirt, consider making it into a quilt or pillowcase. This way, you keep the sentimental value while integrating it into your present life in a meaningful way. Take a moment to evaluate the objects you have kept. Are they serving you, or are they holding you back? Choose a few that truly carry positive memories and let the rest go with gratitude. The love and connection you shared with those who have passed do not reside in physical objects. They live on in your heart and the way you continue to honor their spirit through your actions and memories. 5. Clutter and mess. A cluttered home reflects a cluttered mind. If your space is chaotic, your energy is scattered. Organizing your home helps clear mental and emotional space, inviting new opportunities into your life. Start small, clear one area today, and notice the difference in your mood and clarity. Clutter is more than just physical mess. It is an accumulation of indecision, delayed actions, and unresolved emotions. Have you ever walked into a cluttered room and felt an immediate sense of stress or overwhelm? That's because every item in your space carries an energy imprint. The more unnecessary items crowd your home, the more they weigh on your mind, creating distractions, reducing focus, and even affecting your motivation. Imagine your home as a reflection of your mind. If your living space is filled with things you don't need, your thoughts will also feel crowded and scattered. Studies in psychology suggest that clutter can increase stress hormones, making it difficult to relax, sleep well, and function effectively. The simple act of tidying up can significantly shift your energy and mental state. One woman I spoke with had been struggling with chronic stress and anxiety for years. She felt stuck in life and couldn't figure out why. One day she decided to declutter her house, starting with her office space. She got rid of old paperwork, unused gadgets, and even furniture that no longer served a purpose. Within weeks, she reported feeling lighter, more focused, and surprisingly, more hopeful about her future. What changed? By removing the stagnant energy in her home, she made room for fresh opportunities and mental clarity. Decluttering does not have to be overwhelming. Start with one small area, a drawer, a shelf, or even just your desk. Ask yourself, does this item add value to my life? Does it serve a purpose or bring me joy? If not, let it go. Keep only what is meaningful, useful, or truly uplifting. There's a Japanese concept called which means the power of empty space. In many Eastern philosophies, empty space is not considered a void, but a necessary element for new energy to enter. If your home is cluttered, it prevents fresh energy, new ideas, and even prosperity from flowing in. Have you ever cleaned a room and suddenly felt more inspired, clear-headed, or energized? That's the power of clearing space. Another woman I met shared how she had been struggling financially for years, despite working hard. She heard about the connection between clutter and abundance and decided to try an experiment. She decluttered her closet, removing anything she hadn't worn in over a year. Soon after, she was offered a new job with a significant pay raise. Coincidence? Maybe. But many people who embrace decluttering notice an immediate shift in their life circumstances. Holding on to unnecessary objects can also mean holding on to outdated versions of yourself. Clothes that no longer fit, gifts from past relationships, or items associated with painful memories all keep you tethered to the past. When you release them, you symbolically tell the universe you are ready to move forward. One powerful technique to enhance decluttering is to approach it with gratitude. Instead of feeling guilt or sadness about letting things go, thank each item for its role in your life. Express appreciation for what it once provided, and then release it with love. This mindset shift makes the process not just about cleaning, but about transformation and self-growth. Try this. Choose one area of your home today and declutter it mindfully. As you do, visualize clearing space in your mind for new opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Notice how you feel afterward. Your home should be a sanctuary, not a storage unit for the past. By eliminating clutter, you create space for peace, clarity, and abundance to enter your life. The shift may seem small, but the impact will be profound. As you reach the end of this reflection, take a moment to pause. Look around your space. What do you see? Do you feel inspired, energized, and free? Or do you feel weighed down by objects tied to old emotions, outdated identities, and memories you've outgrown? Letting go is not always easy. We attach sentimental value to things, often mistaking nostalgia for necessity. But the reality is, memories live within us, not within objects. Holding on to excessive clutter does not honor the past, it traps you in it. True appreciation for what was means cherishing the lessons, carrying the love, and allowing yourself to move forward. Imagine waking up in a space that reflects your highest self. A home filled with items that bring you joy rather than guilt. A closet that excites you every time you open it, rather than reminding you of a version of yourself that no longer exists. Imagine stepping into each day feeling lighter, freer, and open to new possibilities. This is the power of releasing what no longer serves you. The moment you let go, you send a powerful message to the universe. I am ready for more clarity, more opportunities, more abundance. Decluttering is more than a physical act. It's a mindset shift. It's choosing to no longer carry emotional baggage disguised as household items. It's trusting that by making space, you are inviting in something better. So as you move forward, I challenge you to take action. Right now. Walk to your closet, your desk, or your bookshelf. Choose one item, just one, that no longer aligns with the person you are becoming. Hold it in your hands, acknowledge its role in your past, and then let it go. Whether you donate it, recycle it, or simply throw it away, do it with gratitude. As you release it, notice how you feel. Lighter, freer, more at peace. That feeling is a glimpse of what's possible when you fully embrace the practice of letting go. You are not meant to carry everything with you forever. Growth requires space, Transformation requires release. And the life you truly desire, it begins the moment you create room for it to unfold. So ask yourself, what am I ready to let go of today? Because somewhere on the other side of that decision, a new beginning is waiting for you.